Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Hope you guys are doing good today, and if you are in India, I hope you are enjoying this festive season, a very different festive season this year. But anyways, I was doing this look for Instagram and I decided to film it. So this is going to be a simple makeup tutorial on how to achieve this look, and I was actually using some of my favorite makeup products. Most of them are high-end, so I thought let me share this video with you so that you can see those products in action as well. So if you are interested to find out some of my favorite high-end products which I'm using these days and you want to see how I have achieved this look, then please continue watching. Okay, let's get started. So I already have moisturizer on my face. I will be applying a little bit of primer. So I will be using the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer. It's one of my favorite primers these days, and I don't have too many primers currently in this one, and I just have a couple more. So I'm loving this one. It just gives such a nice boost of hydration for the skin, and it gives a very nice base for the foundation. It gives like a slippery, smooth kind of a feel. It's not very silicone-y. Next I will go with the foundation. We'll be using the Fenty foundation as well. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Matte Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation. So this is a soft matte foundation as the name suggests, and I love this foundation for my skin type as well. I have dry skin, but I love this foundation because of the finish, and it's very long wearing. It just looks beautiful on the skin. Even if you have dry skin, I will highly recommend this foundation. I apply a hydrating primer underneath, and this foundation with this primer works great. If you have dry skin, I will definitely recommend using a glowy primer or a super hydrating primer under this foundation. Otherwise this foundation may look a little bit like dry on the skin, but with this primer on, it doesn't look like dry or too matte. It's really good. So I'll apply it all over the face. I will not do I'll not overdo the foundation. I'll just apply a little bit. This is a very high coverage foundation, so I don't apply too much. Just where I need it, I'll just dot it over there and then just blend it out. And this foundation dries up sets pretty quickly, so that's why you can see I'm working in batches. I don't apply the foundation everywhere, otherwise it gets very difficult to blend. So just apply where you want to blend first and then go on from there. Oh, I forgot to mention the shade of the foundation. I use the shade 345. It's a perfect match for me. I'm NC44. I have a video where I have shown you all the foundation matches for my skin tone for NC44. Okay, so foundation is done. That's how my foundation looks like right now. It looks pretty matte on the skin when I first applied, but after a while it does get better. So I will apply some powder now. Before that I will apply some concealer. Almost forgot. So I'll be using the Pat McGrath concealer in the shade M18 and the CoverFX concealers. Now the CoverFX concealer is G Medium 4. Love both these concealers. So just a little bit around here, the Pat McGrath, because it's a perfect match for my skin tone. Just a little bit because the foundation has given a lot of coverage, and again the Pat McGrath just a little bit, and the CoverFX also will go underneath the eyes because I want a little bit more of a highlighted look. So this one also, the CoverFX one is a little light for my skin tone, so it's perfect for highlighting. Just some dots here and there and blend it out. I love it when I can just apply everything with the beauty blender. It's very difficult to choose what I like, brush or beauty blender, because when I work with the beauty blender I love the finish, but just the brush is so much easier to use sometimes. I don't know, I'm always conflicted what I like more, beauty blender or brushes. Okay, so concealer is done. Beautiful finish under the eyes. So I'll just set up everything with a little bit of powder. So I have the Hourglass Veil translucent setting powder right here. I don't need a lot because this is a matte-ish foundation, so I'll just apply underneath the eyes. This is the Wet n Wild brush, by the way, the powder brush. So this is such a beautiful powder, the Hourglass Veil translucent. It's just super smooth. It has a light like a glow to it. It doesn't have any shimmer or anything like that, but it has a slight bit of that reflective glowy element, and it just looks beautiful on the skin. I can apply it all over the face and still I will be fine. Okay, so I will do my brows off camera and then I'll be right back and we will do the eyeshadow. Okay, so I just applied a little bit of eyeshadow primer. We're going to work with two eyeshadow palettes today. One is the Pat McGrath Bronze Seduction palette and the other one is the Riviera palette from ABH. I'm just going to use this brown from this palette and a little bit of this white just to highlight. So those are the two shades I'm using. I love that brown from that palette. And from this palette we're going to use this browns and this red, this pink, and we're going to create like a reddish smoky look. So let's get started. First of all, I will take this lighter brown shade from the Bronze Seduction palette and apply it as a transition shade. So I'm taking a fluffier brush. This is a Kaleidos makeup brush. Kaleidos is an indie brand and I had purchased a set from them, a brush set. So I got their brushes. They are famous for very interesting eyeshadow palettes. The Pat McGrath shadows, they kind of darken a little bit when you apply them on the skin. At least it happens with me. So even if a shadow looks light in the pan, chances are that it will work out for my skin because it darkens just a tad bit. I don't know, it's maybe because of the primer or the product I've used on my skin. Next I'm going to take the ABH brown shade from the Anastasia palette and this will go in the outer V. ABH palette, ABH shadows, they are quite powdery. The Riviera one also, it's no different, it's quite powdery, so I have to be a little bit careful. It feels so nice to take out this old palettes. I mean especially the Riviera one, it doesn't really come out that much from my drawer. I used to love this palette so much, but nowadays I have so many new palettes that I hardly use this one. So it's very nice to work with this palette. I love this brown in this palette. Drag it out. We'll go in the crease as well, and I will blend out the previous shadow as I go with the previous brush I used. So this will ensure that your shadow is quite well blended. Whenever I'm doing my makeup, I'm usually watching something, so that's why most of the time I don't film my makeup tutorials, because doing my makeup is like quite a therapeutic, artistic, creative thing for me, and I just enjoy the process of doing my makeup and watching something very interesting. Okay, now I'm taking this red. Such a similar red is also there in the Jackie Anna palette, and just applying pretty much all over. Then for blending out the shade, I'll take a flat brush, pack some more color, and then blend out the crease. I'll also take a smaller brush, get the deeper brown shade from the Pat McGrath palette, and blend in the red with the brown which we have already laid out in the outer V. This is also an excellent brush. This is the Sonia Keshak brush which I had purchased from New York. I purchased a set, excellent set of brushes. Now I want to take a little bit of this pink, this rose gold pink shade in the palette. It's out of this world. It's like a glitter duochrome kind of a color. And I'm going to take this brush. This is the Sigma brush, inner corner shader brush, and I think I'm going to apply a little bit in the inner corners. I was thinking I'll get a lot of fallout. I was mentally prepared for it, but so far not a single speck. Okay, pretty happy about that. And in the lower lash line also I'll apply some color. So I think I'll apply this purple first. This purple in the Pat McGrath palette. And in the inner corner I'm again going to apply that glittery pink rose gold color. So it's not only going to be in the corner, I'll take it in the lower lash line as well. Okay, got one speck of glitter. Okay guys, I thought I'll take more time, but I'm actually done. That's the basic eye look which I had in mind. So I'll finish this eye, I'll apply lashes, eyeliner and everything, and be right back. I'm back and here is my finished eye look. I applied some black liner, liner on the waterline as well, and some lashes. Nowadays I'm just hooked onto lashes. I don't know why. Maybe because I just find them very easy to apply nowadays. Okay, so let's do some bronzing, blush, and then we are just done. So for bronzer I'm going to use this one, the Lauder Mercier powder foundation in the shade 18. I don't think I've ever shown this on camera. I will usually list down all the products in the description box, and I list it down in the description box, but I don't think I've ever shown this. This is not actually a bronzer, this is a powder foundation, but this is 2-3 shades darker than my skin tone, and it has a nice warm undertone, and that's why I use it as a bronzer, and that's what I'm going to use it today. So I'm taking this brush, little bit of bronzing. I love this brush, the Sephora Pro brush 49. This is an angled brush, good for blushes, bronzers. I love how like it's not too big, it's not too small, it's just perfect. You can do contouring with this one as well if you are into contouring. Okay, next I think I will take some blush. For blush we are going to use the Lauder Mercier blush in the shade Grapefruit. This is how the blush looks like. I love this blush. It has a little bit of like subtle glow to it, and I'm sorry I'm using all high-end stuff today. I just wanted to use my favorite products today, so I'm just using mostly high-end I think in this video. And if you want to buy any of these products, then you can check out Sephora Singapore if you're in Singapore. Some of these products are also available in India, so you can check out Sephora India, or else you can get most brands, international brands, from Cult Beauty. They ship worldwide. You can also get from Beauty Bay, beautybay.com, cultbeauty.com, even beautylish.com. They are US based. They also ship internationally. Beautylish is I think $100 above, they will have free shipping. Cult Beauty is 40 pounds and above, it's free shipping. And Beauty Bay is dependent on the country. For Singapore it is $90 and above, it is free shipping. Why am I applying blush on the forehead? I'm sorry. Okay, let's move on to highlighter. For highlighter I'm going to use this one. I haven't used this highlighter a ton, so I just want to use it. It's a melt highlighter, and I don't feel like using it just because of the packaging. Look at that imprint over there. It's just so beautiful. This is a highlighter brush I'm loving these days. I got it recently. This is Zoeva 105 Luxe Highlight. So this is how this brush looks like. It is an amazing highlighter brush. It just applies the highlighter so smoothly, and if you want to apply a subtle highlight as well, it just blends out the highlights so smoothly on the skin. Loving it. I think this is the only highlighter brush I use these days. A little bit of highlight. Love this melt highlighter. It's called the Genesis, I think. Genesis Melt Highlighter. So it has a little bit of a gold, rose gold tone. My blush already has a little bit of glow, so I don't want to go too overboard with my highlighter, although I think I have already gone a little overboard. Never mind. It's sad that I don't have anywhere to go after doing this makeup. I'll just take my pictures for Instagram, and that's about it. What is your plan for the festive season this year? I don't think there is anything happening in Singapore this year. I don't think they are also organizing the Durga Puja this year or the Dandiya this year because of the situation we all know we are in. So yeah, I think we are not doing much this year, and even if they were organizing, I would be very scared to go anywhere this year. Okay, now we are down to lipstick. I'm using this Bobbi brown lipstick in the shade Burnt Cherry, and I will be applying another lipstick on it. I don't want a red eye and a red lip. I will mute it down. It's a beautiful color from Bobbi brown, Burnt Cherry, but I will add a little bit of this shade from Natasha Denona. This is a cool toned brownish gray sort of a color, and it just tones down any like a bright red or a berry shade, and I love this other mixing shade. Okay, so that's my finished makeup look. I don't think I will do anything, but if you are on Instagram, then you will see the same look in a different avatar. So if you're not following me on Instagram, then do check out my Instagram. And yeah, that's my finished makeup look for today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're watching me for the first time, I really hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again really soon in my next video. Bye.